Today I am making some chicken sausage from scratch. Super easy to make. And also I had on here that I was gonna make French toast, but last week when I was visiting my sister, we had an almond croissant. And so I've been thinking about how do I make an almond croissant Dutch baby. So it's in my head. I'm gonna experiment today. Hopefully it turns out okay, we'll see. Before the chicken, I have my chicken here. I have sage, because you know that's kind of like a flavor that's in sausage. Just a little bit of red pepper to give it a kick. Fennel, again, very common in sausage. I have some thyme, because thyme and chicken just goes really well together. Smoked paprika, just to give it kind of like a nice smoky flavor, and just some garlic. So for the Dutch baby, all I'm gonna do, I just need to make my almond filling. And so for that, I just have almond flour, and I'm thinking about just putting it on top of the Dutch baby, and then putting some sliced almonds on top. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but my chef brain is like, yes, you have to try this. So, and I love almond croissants. Like, it's one of my favorite things. So I'm just gonna start with a cup of almond flour. I have some sugar. I don't think I'm gonna use all of it. This is a half cup of sugar. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put in 1 egg. Put this over here in my trash can. And then, I'm gonna take some almond extract. And then I am going to put a little bit of vanilla paste. And this is, so you'll see like the little specks. Okay, so that, and then I'm gonna add some butter. So this is about 5 tablespoons of butter. So let's see. And it's softened butter, because obviously you wanna be able to mix it in well. So let's see, get it all off. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take this. So you do wanna preheat your pan. So I'm using a cast iron skillet. The temp is 425 degrees, and it's preheating because when the batter hits the pan, you want it to start cooking immediately. If you guys are just joining, I'm making a almond croissant Dutch baby. So here I have some sugar, some almond meal, an egg, some almond extract, some vanilla extract, and I'm going to put that on top of the Dutch baby. So it's just something that I literally just came up with. I have no idea if it's going to work, but I think it will. I feel like it is gonna work. So we'll see. So a Dutch baby, it's like an American version of a, I guess their take on like a German pancake, but it puffs up really, really pretty. So this is the filling, but it's not gonna go, it's gonna go on top. Let me taste that. It's really good. Okay, so I have the cast iron pan. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm doing a Dutch baby, almond croissant Dutch baby. I have my cast iron pan at 425 degrees, preheating, because you want it to be sizzling hot. I'm gonna put in about 3 tablespoons of butter, because you want the butter to melt. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And then I'm gonna make some homemade chicken. Would you call this dessert or like a breakfast type? Yeah, it's definitely breakfast. However, I have made a savory Dutch baby. So I've done a ham and cheese Dutch baby. So you could do savory or sweet. Both are really good. I'm just in the mood for like a sweet breakfast. So that's what I'm gonna make. All right, so this is preheating. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the butter in and just let that melt. So I'm gonna make the base now, and it's just 3 eggs. And you wanna put all of your wet ingredients in first, because if you put your flour in first, it's gonna get all stuck. So you need milk, just a 1/2 cup of milk. Oops. So just like a 1/2 cup of milk, 3 eggs, 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of flour. So really easy to remember. I'm gonna dump that in. And just to amp up the almond flavor, I'm gonna just add a little bit of almond extract to it. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt. And then now I'm gonna add the flour. And then you just wanna put it in your blender just until it's all the way, whoops, a little bit of a mess, it's okay. All right, I'm gonna dump that in. And now I'm just gonna blend it. So it's gonna get noisy for a second, but it's just gonna take like literally 2 seconds for this to blend. All right, so it's blending. Okay, so see, that's all you gotta do. If you have a blender, if you don't have a blender, you can just beat it by hand. That's fine. Okay, so I am going to just slide this over, get this out of the way, and I'm gonna take you guys with me because it's going to be easier for me to do it on the stove. And you'll see why, because also the pan is like 425 degrees. I don't want to burn myself. Okay, so we have the batter over here. Have the batter. I'm going to show you guys. So just, hello, thank you so much for joining. All right, I'm just going to kind of turn it. Okay, so I'm going to take it out. It's going to be sizzling hot. So you see the butter has melted. So all we're gonna do, I'm gonna pour the batter in. Make sure you guys can see it. I'm gonna pour the batter in. And it's gonna start cooking immediately. Now in my mind, like I said, I think this is gonna work. I'm just gonna like put little dollops of the almond filling in. And we'll see if it puffs up. Like I said, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this totally works. You know, if you love almond croissants, we're gonna see. I mean, that's what cooking is all about. It's all about experimenting. It's okay if it doesn't work. You just have to like try. Some of the best things that you've had at restaurants was just something in someone's imagination and they just tried it. Okay, I have some almonds. These are sliced almonds. All right, so I put those on. This is so good. Okay, back in the oven. Fingers crossed, it puffs up. Now we're gonna go back, we're gonna make our sausage. So I know you're probably like, why are you making sausage? You could buy sausage at the grocery store. That is true. But they put so much stuff in it. I want to know what I'm putting in my body. So I have a pound of ground chicken. This includes dark meat, so it's going to be a little bit fattier, but that's what you want. I have some fresh sage. If you have like ground sage, you can use that also. So I'm just going to take a couple of the sage leaves. And I'm just gonna dice it up. Oh, also I'm gonna put some maple syrup in it as well, just for some sweetness. And you just want to like finely chop. Finely chop. Can you guys see? Yeah, you just want to finely chop. Let's see. Oh, so Janice, I don't know if I answered this. What are we making? A almond croissant Dutch baby. So this is what you want. You want it to just be finely chopped. I'm gonna put that in there. Ooh, sage smells so good. Sage kind of just smells like the holidays because I feel like that's really the only time people use it is like during the holidays. Okay, so I have some salt. I'm gonna do a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes, just because I like things spicy. A little bit of fennel seed. And I mean, fennel seed is classic with sausage. All right, thyme and chicken. Again, it goes perfectly. A little bit of that. I have some ground garlic, some smoked paprika, and then some black pepper. Oh, thank you. And again, if you don't like the seasonings, I mean, you could use whatever seasonings that you want. Let me get the maple syrup, because I do want a little bit of sweetness. Okay, I'm gonna turn the oven light on so I can peek on it. And I'm probably just gonna use, that's probably like a tablespoon. All right, so I'm just gonna get in here and just mix away. And then the best way to check like your seasonings is to just fry like a small part. To test like a small part. Anytime you're making like meatballs, something that you can't correct the seasonings for until after it's cooked, you just want to take a small piece. Oh, so I keep my syrup in the refrigerator. And yeah, it'll just last longer. I mean, where I am, it's still humid even though it's fall, so that's how I keep it fresh. Just keep it in the refrigerator. So I'm not sure where you are, but that's what we do here. Okay, so I'm gonna take, I feel like this is still gonna need a little bit more salt, so I'm gonna add just a little bit and mix that in. And then I'm just gonna do a little piece just to check the seasonings. If it needs more fennel, if it needs more whatever, I'm just gonna add it there because once it's cooked, I can't fix it, right? Okay, so I just have a little piece. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in here because even though there's dark meat chicken in here, it's like 90, I think 92%, I think fat, let's see. It's not that fatty, 93% lean. So we're making chicken sausage and let me go ahead and put a little piece in just to test it. And then so back to the almond croissant Dutch baby. That is gonna cook for like probably another 15 minutes. So it cooks really quick. Like if you have kids at home, you can make a quick breakfast for them in no time. And what kid doesn't love like some sort of like a pancake that's fluffy, you have the dough and a little bit of syrup on it. So it's super easy to make. And like I say, you just really need a blender, which is what I love. Because no one wants to like slave in the kitchen. Even though I'm a chef, I don't want to like slave in the kitchen. Okay? All right, so we have, I'm just gonna rinse my hands off. And I have the sausage cooking. I am just gonna flip it over. I'm just gonna turn the fan on because I don't want my smoke alarm to go off. And I turn the heat down. And this is pretty much almost done. Okay. Let me turn it down. This should be done. Let me just see, it doesn't take long to cook. Okay. So this is how it cooks up. All right, I'm just gonna take a little piece. Oh, this is really good. Actually, I think this is good. I don't need to add anything. I have the seasoning, the salt is where I want it to go. So that's good. So now, let's come on over and just fry up our sausage. Come with me. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here and you guys can watch. I'm gonna fry up the sausage. Oh, my pan is really hot. Okay, so I'm gonna just make some sausage patties. Just like take a ball and just kind of press it into like a patty. Just like that. And then just put it in the pan. So if you want, you can cook these and then just put it in a freezer. And then whenever you want sausage, just put it in the microwave. So it's not, you know, at least you know what's going in your food instead of just buying something that's already pre-made. And you see, that didn't take any time to make. So literally anyone could do this. You can experiment with different flavors if you wanted to do like maybe an Asian sausage, maybe do some scallions, some ginger, soy sauce for the salt. You can also freeze this uncooked if you wanted to. All right, I'm gonna have a peek. Okay, it hasn't puffed up yet. I'm a little concerned. Okay, but we're gonna just let this cook. We'll see if it works. Maybe it'll puff up in a little bit. I'm just gonna crank it up to like 450. I told you this was an experiment. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, so hold tight. Okay, so while we're waiting, I am gonna get the spatula. This is going. So I'm gonna have this for breakfast. This is the chicken sausage. I have the almond croissant Dutch baby. We're still not sure if it's going to work or not, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't pop up, I'm thinking what happened is that the almond filling is really heavy, so it's weighing it down. But we'll see. We'll see. This is what happens when you're in the kitchen and you're experimenting. So there's nothing wrong with experimenting. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, that's okay too. So I have this on medium-high heat for my sausage. I'm gonna peek again. Okay guys, it's puffing up. So super happy about that. So I think we're gonna have a really nice Dutch baby. I wanna get some powdered sugar to put on top. Let me see if I can find my powdered sugar. Okay, let me see if I can get it. I don't know if I have any powdered sugar. Oh, look what I found. I have powdered sugar. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do a little bit. Oh, you're in, Southern California. Yeah, so it's nice there. It's just not as humid. So yeah, I would put it in the refrigerator just to keep it fresh longer once it's open. You guys have any other questions for me? Happy Saturday. All right, so I started to flip. So you just want to get like a nice crust on here. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. I have tons of different content on my YouTube page. I'm gonna have another peek. It's puffing up, so I think this is going to work, which makes me super excited. So, okay, so this over here, so my setting, this is like 8, so it's a medium high heat. All right, so I'm just gonna flip it. And you see how easy that was to just make your own sausage? You know? Like, I don't know if I trust the food system anymore, you know? Food system is just bad. So where's everyone coming in from? Okay, so Janice, you're in Southern California. I love the weather in Southern California. My son lives in LA, and the weather's just beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So these are just gonna need a few more minutes on each side. And then I'm gonna plate it. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys back over here. Let's see. And I'm gonna start kind of cleaning up as that's going. So tomorrow, if you guys join me, I'm doing a Filipino chicken adobo. And adobo it's like one of the most popular dishes. It might be the national dish of the Philippines. So I grew up as a military brat, and my mom's best friend was a Filipino woman. She was also in the military. Her name was Mamie. And that is how I discovered Filipino food. And it's so delicious. So I'm gonna make adobo tomorrow. It's gonna be a little bit different. You're in Illinois? I was born in Illinois. Hey. So yeah, so the Filipino adobo, I'm using a New York Times recipe. So if you wanna follow along tomorrow, I'm making the chicken adobo, and it has coconut milk in it. And it's so delicious, just over like some rice. So it has vinegar in it, and it has soy sauce. So it's soy sauce, vinegar, and then it has some coconut milk. Really, really, really delicious. So if you guys want to follow along, I think I'm coming on at noon tomorrow or 12:30. You can check on my page. If you're following, subscribed, it'll let you know. But we're gonna make chicken adobo. It's really an easy dish, and I know you're probably thinking, oh, vinegar, would my kids like it? Kids love this dish. I've made it, my last job we cooked for kids, and the kids loved it. So it's a good dish for you to try. And it's just, like I said, one of the things that I've made so many times, but with the addition of the coconut milk, it was like creamier. So it was really, really good. So again, you go to the New York Times. It's not my personal recipe. It's their recipe, but you know, it's a really, really, really good recipe. And you need like a ton of garlic, like maybe 10 garlic cloves. That's gonna get like finely chopped. But really, really good stuff. So you can make that with me tomorrow. The holidays are coming up. What is everyone making for the holidays? I am actually gonna go out to eat. I know you're probably like, why are you going out to eat? Because I don't want to be bothered. I just want to go out and enjoy myself. I did this a couple years ago when I lived in New York City, and it was the best Thanksgiving. So I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to go out with my family, and we're going to go to a steakhouse. So I'm super excited about that. I don't have to cook. I can just kind of enjoy my day. Because usually when I'm cooking for Thanksgiving or Christmas, I don't even eat that day because I'm just constantly tasting the food that when it's time for dinner, I don't even want it. But the next day, that's when I'll eat it. So also, I just feel like I'm just at the age. Does anyone feel this way? I'm at the age where I don't want all this food in my house for like 4 days and I'm eating the same thing over and over again. The food is very heavy, it's very rich. So it's not something that like I want to keep eating because, you know, you get older, you try to lose weight and all this stuff. So I just don't want that in my house. Okay, don't judge me. Okay. All right, so we have the sausage. I'm just gonna get a plate for the sausage and just plate it up. And see, that didn't take long at all. Now you know how to make chicken sausage. You don't have to worry about all of the crap that they put in the chicken sausage. Oops. You can feel good about eating this, feeding it to your kids. Hell, feeding it to yourself. So that's the sausage. See, that was super easy. Super easy to make. And again, you can adjust the seasonings if you want a different kind of flavor for your sausage. Like, just experiment. I mean, that's what we're doing today in the kitchen. I'm experimenting. I'm gonna see if this almond croissant Dutch baby works. I'm gonna have a little peek. Ooh, it's so puffy. I'm excited. Like, I'm excited because something I had in here is now in the stove, in the oven, and it looks like it works. So I'm gonna take it out so you guys can see. I'm gonna get the powdered sugar. Oh, I'm super excited. Okay, I'm gonna get it out. Super hot. We just double check and make sure. Let me see. Is it done? Yes. Okay, look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. You see how it puffed up, you see? Usually it puffs up a little bit more, but it didn't, but I'm thinking that's still okay. Okay, so I wanna I'm gonna take it out of the pan and just put it, ooh, let's see, uh-oh. Okay, let's see if it's gonna pop out. Okay, here we go. Oh! Okay, so now do you see? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little bit of powdered sugar and just dust it because I just think it's gonna look really pretty. And you probably don't even need maple syrup. So let's look at this. Oh, how pretty is that? That is gorgeous. See, this is what happens when you experiment in the kitchen. You get this. Almond croissant Dutch baby. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna cut a piece. Oh, so good. So if you've never had a Dutch baby, it's kind of like a popover. It has like that texture, really light, fluffy, airy, or like a Yorkshire pudding. Okay, so let me see how it looks sliced. Okay, so this is a slice right here. I'm gonna get some sausage. I'm gonna go in and taste it. Oops. This is so good. It's custardy. You get the almond flavor, the almonds, they're toasted on top. So good. Sausage. Really good, guys. That only took us like, what, 30 minutes to make breakfast? Try it. Remember, when you're in the kitchen, it's okay to experiment. It's okay if it doesn't work. That's what cooking is about. It's about experimenting. That's how some of the greatest recipes have happened. So hopefully you experiment. Maybe you'll try to make it. Super easy. Come see me tomorrow. I'm gonna make the Filipino chicken adobo, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.